All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Top Line. It's your boy Chris, and well, ladies and gentlemen, hope everybody's having a great. What's the day? Saturday? Man, I didn't do my Friday dance yesterday. Cause I didn't make a video yesterday. Okay. Anyway, all right, here we go. She's starting already. But nah, man. So we know what the talk of the summer gonna be, right? Let's go and get this out the way. It's gonna be Jerry Jones and George Pickens. That's going to be the conversation. We know what they're going to be talking about. Is he going to talk to David Mulagel? I hope I'm saying his name right. The agent of George Pickens, who's also the agent of Micah Parsons, and Jerry don't want to talk to agents. Now, it's going to be interesting because I think it's going to tell you something. If he's willing to talk to Mulagel for Pickens, the question is why he's not willing to talk to, Mulagel for, why he wasn't for Parsons, right? Cool. Now, it's this thing going around about, Dak said, hey, man, these negotiations with Jerry, they're going to be tough. They're going to be, it work, man? It works? Hey. So it's going to be tough, it's all personal. It's not personal. It's business. You're going to negotiate some things. Dak been through this, so it's CeeDee Lamb, and it didn't quite work out for Micah. The thing about it is, it's all about how Jerry value you. And I don't think Jerry valued Micah as much as Micah valued Micah. Look, the Micah Parsons days are over. It is what it is. We can move on. But personally, just me speaking, I feel like Pickens can be just as emotional about this Cowboy thing as Micah was, and maybe even and a little colder than Micah was. But see, the thing what people didn't realize about Micah is Micah was a little more emotional because he loved the Dallas Cowboys. It was his team, his favorite team. It was his dream to play for the Cowboys. He performed up under his contract. He felt as though I've done everything I've had to do since I got here. I deserve my payday. Why don't you value me? I love this team. This is my team. I love these guys. I'm one of the leaders. I want to be one of the leaders. I love this team. How can you not value me? And Jerry was like, yeah, well, we offered him a number, but and I think Michael's really hurt. Pickens' value is up. All right, so let's keep it real. Pickens accomplished what he wanted to accomplish in Dallas, babe. He had his career season in Dallas. He's accomplished. He's a hot topic. He's a hot priority on the market right now, right? Pickens he hot, so he don't have to. Just like Micah didn't either, but he don't have to say, oh, Jerry, I got to play these games with you. He don't have to do that. Now, you can say he might, I'm not sure how to franchise. I think they can franchise tag him or whatever. But Jerry don't want to do that. That's too much money. And Pickens don't want to do that. That's too much money. And Pickens don't want something long-term. He wants something long-term. So we can play these games over and over and over and over until it just wears out. But at the end of the day, Pickens don't have the loyalty to the Cowboys that Micah did. Jerry has to know that. Pickens is like, yo, I love being here, cool. I want to be a Cowboy. I'm prepared for the negotiation. But I'm also, dog, it's business. What Dak said is business. Now, this is the thing about Pickens. Pickens got to understand, just like it's business for Jerry, it's business for Pickens. The same thing. It's business. It don't have to be personal to him either. People see. Unfortunately, I'm a Cowboy and a Lakers fan. But Chris, okay, let me. It's 2026. Let me get this out of the way. All right, you a Cowboy and a Lakers fan? Yes. Which team play on sports the most? When you were poor, you broke up, and you didn't have no damn cable. And the only team that you had, what came on Fox? Who come on TV the most? The Cowboys and the Lakers. If you can watch some basketball, the Lakers always was the team. So that's how I became I'm a little kid. I'm a little country boy from Havana, Florida. All right. those are the teams that was on TV the most. And so I had to root for who the hell I could watch. And I became a diehard fan of both. So let's get that out the way for 2026. Don't jump in my comment. No, I'm not a Yankees fan. All right, let's get that out the way too. Not a Yankees fan. But I know how this goes. You're a Gipper fan. I mean, you're a Lane fan. And then, shut up. It is what it is. All right. I was a poor kid growing up. These are teams that came on the most. Sorry. It's what it is. But and no, I didn't grow up near Tampa or Orlando and Miami. No, I grew up in Havana, Florida, right next to Calvary, Georgia. I grew up in the real country, the real Florida, not that y'all see on TV. Anyway, I ain't gonna go into that. Now, the fact of the matter is, when you look at George Pickens, and his numbers are phenomenal, but people will say you should pay him the money he wants. But the same people say you should not have paid Micah, right? And I'm a little bit on the opposite side of that. You had Pickens for pretty much all season. And how did that work out? Because, again, this is where people think Chris is bugging. Chris is wilding. Chris don't really care about the team. No, what I'm telling you guys is, when you look at the numbers, Pickens, people love to highlight the good. But was Pickens there in the fourth quarter when his team struggled? When they only got 15 points over the last over the last 2 games in the second half, was Pickens there then? So I'm not jumping out the window to pay Pickens. I think you should pay him. It's cool. I just don't know. Like, it's amazing. Like, to me, this is how I look at contracts, right? And I said this with Michael, so you know I'm not lying. I said this with Michael. I was like, Michael was there when we get put out the playoffs too. I'm not saying don't pay people, but what's the next step? Is that paying him? Is that going to hinder you from taking that next step? Then it got to a point where I was just like, pay Michael. But at the end of the day, when it comes to Pickens don't have the loyalty to the Dallas Cowboys that a Micah Parsons have. It is business for Pickens. It is business. His stock is up. He's already won. He has already won. And I'm going to tell y'all the last thing before I get out of here. You know the messed up part about this? Let's say the contract negotiations don't go well. Let's say Jerry started Jerrying, right? And he ended up franchise tagging him or whatever. That don't hurt Pickens. You know why? Because they're going to say, well, you know how Jerry is. You know how that Cowboy thing. That don't even count. That ain't no negative on Pickens because Jerry's known to do this with contracts. So other teams look like, we don't care about what Jerry doing with contract. Another team see him, they going to want him, man. So anyway, Dak is giving advice. Pickens say he's prepared for the contract negotiations. Me personally just speaking, I don't think this is a Micah Parsons situation where Jerry can go in there, try to play all those crazy games. Because Pickens been here 1 year, though. And see, the thing about, and this is why I was going earlier, the thing about the Cowboys and sometimes even the Lakers, they think that logo, that star on the side of the helmet mean a lot more than what it actually do. It don't. It don't mean as much as it don't hold the weight today that it held back in the 90s and even in the early 2000s. It don't hold the same weight in 2025, 2026, man. So we got 2026 now. Happy New Year. So we got to be interested. This contract these contract negotiations gonna be interesting. Y'all know we're gonna be talking about it. Hey, look, man, I'm on the road right now. Unfortunately, we got to go handle some family business, and it's not good. But you know, so with that being said, guys, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and until next time, man, you guys be great.